I was diagnosed 2 years ago on December 24th, 2012. Yeah, it was a tough day. That was a very difficult day. I had known before the diagnosis that what it probably was. But hearing those words, it's devastating.
I've been diagnosed for 8 years now, and when I was diagnosed, they said something would be happening within 5 to 10 years. Well, 8 years later, nothing has really happened to the point that it's able to help me. So it is frustrating. It's frustrating for me, it's frustrating for my family.
Unfortunately, right now, the gold standard for drug care is a drug called levodopa, which has been around since the 1960s. That's over 50 years ago, and that's a long time for the people with Parkinson's to be waiting.
Right around the corner could be 20 years. I mean, the medication I'm taking now was only discovered in the 60s. But it's 50 years since then, and there's really nothing that's better at this point.
I certainly don't want to wait another 50 years. You know, hopefully something will be done in our lifetime.
The weight of a simple human emotion weighs me down.
It's amazing how many people actually know somebody who does have Parkinson's. But the problem is it's just not on the forefront.
It's determined and demanding.
Money's not being raised enough to put towards the research to get what we need.
Well, the money, that's raised would go for a couple of different things. One is getting people to the clinical trials. The clinical trial process, lasts a long time, multi-years.
80% of trials for people with Parkinson's are either delayed or canceled because they don't have enough patients involved. So when I heard that statistic, and this was about 5 or 6 years ago, I said, well, let's change that. And I brought our community together and said, let's find some trials locally and get involved. We found that we got the trials done quicker because of the numbers of patients that were involved, speeds up the process towards moving towards treatments, and becomes cost effective as well. And it's catching on.
And I don't wanna let this go. I don't wanna lose.
We started what's called Cure Now, and Cure Now is an initiative for finding a faster cure and new remedies for Parkinson's.
There's a lot of hard work being done out there, and I appreciate it. I do believe that if there was more collaboration amongst the communities, there could be faster advances.
With you.
All right, go.
Can you feel it? Now it's coming back.
It has proven to slow the progression of the disease. It's like the only thing that's really proven to do it.
Our routine is intense, but intense for every level, and intensity is different for different levels of progression. So our exercises can all be adapted to anybody at any level, at any age. And we've also incorporated some boxing.
Come on, like you mean it!
Which has shown to help explosiveness and balance.
All right, switching.
The exercising, it's hard. It's hard work, and your muscles are stiff, your hands are stiff, your joints are stiff. It's hard to move. The exercise is helping that. Yoga is another thing that I do that really helps me as well. I give it all I have.
I never pushed myself the way they push you here. And I didn't realize the difference it would make in the Parkinson's until I started doing it, and it really does make a difference.
Oh, you got it.
It's now become my medicine physically and emotionally. I do it a lot and I enjoy doing it, so that helps, but I do exercise all the time.
For some reason, in the sophistication of their brain, they're not quite sure why, exercise itself probably slows the progression of the disease. So, you know, if you have the disease, we always promote exercise.
And lower the toes.
I love to tell the story of the client that came back after a weekend event and had to tell me that she now dances. She danced through the whole event, and not only did she dance, but she cooked for 2 hours prior too. So now we can't stop her from dancing. High five!
Great job. Great job, everyone.
If you're watching this video, we need your help. The reality is we're all going to get something in life, whether it's cancer or Parkinson's or MS. And it's great for a community to come together, for towns to come together, for loved ones to come together to help out people that they love.
My hope for the gala is that we'll raise enough money to use something good with it, to put it out there, to get people to clinical trials, because that's so important. We will find a way to use the money to help us, to help this group of people that are suffering with the disease. We need something. We need something to help us.
We're looking for the fast track to trying to find ways to beat the disease, in part through clinical trials.
It's hard to know that you can't really do much for her because it's not really a disease. Obviously, it doesn't have a cure, but so many people have been so supportive. They have such a great attitude about it, and that's what we need. We need it to be positive because, I mean, it has been a very positive experience. We've gotten so many things out of it, and my mom's doing better every day, so I want to thank them because they're what keeps her going, definitely.
The good thing is that these people are more aware of Parkinson's and how it affects one. And I think understanding that there are so many people in the world with Parkinson's that, that there should be a cure.
In her lifetime, there'll be a cure because we're all sticking together, friends and family, and we're working on that cure.
Having money go towards research and have it focused on finding a cure or improving our quality of life. We know the quality of life is going to diminish as we go along, and to find something to lengthen that quality or just to eliminate the disease entirely is priceless. And it'll be money well spent.